It truly is a cruel summer when one gets wrapped up in the complicated ropes of copyright infringement, especially in music. The Olivia Rodrigo versus Taylor Swift drama is an issue we know all too well, making it drive round and round in our heads, asking the question, what happened between the two? But behind all the drama and tea, what lies beneath the curtain is a messy legal girl fight. When listening to music in the car or on the radio, sometimes, do you ever just get deja vu? As if you've heard of it somewhere. In most case scenarios, you probably did. My name is Anna, inviting you to join us in answering the question, do you get deja vu? Copyright version, where we dive deep into the depths of musical deja vus. In today's episode, she thinks it's special, but it's all reused. Interpolation in the music industry. When asked about her advice to young aspiring musicians, Taylor Swift gave an appalling answer. Get a good lawyer. Like, what does that even have to do with music? But when you consider the highs and lows of being a mega superstar, your work is easily subjected to the thieves and witches hunting for that kind of success. So when it talks about survivability in the music industry, one good lawyer and you're good to go. But we must draw the line between a thief and an innovator. Like poets and painters, musicians also need their muse, their inspiration. And one of the ways musicians can incorporate their own spirit and vibe is by interpolating other songs into their own. Interpolation, by definition, involves taking part of an existing musical work as opposed to a sound recording and incorporating it into a new work. In legal aspects, only a license from the musical work's copyright owner may be necessary. Interpolating expresses creativity as it allows musicians to take inspiration from what has been done before and reinvent it into something new. It allows musicians to be creative and innovate a new product from what was an old one. Like Ariana Grande's 7 Rings to My Favorite Things in Sound of Music, interpolation is able to transport the audience back in time and give the feeling of nostalgia. It relives the once beauty of those melodies and give it honor by creating another hit. But one of the reasons interpolation should be avoided by musicians is that it can be messy. So instead of dipping your toes into the uncertainty that is interpolation, musicians should just avoid it to avoid the chaos it can ensue. One must remember that the world is watching your every move, and this unfortunate case happened to rising pop star Olivia Rodrigo in her debut album, Sour, when she faced back-to-back criticisms for plagiarisms in social media. Her songs Deja Vu and Good For You became the talk of town when it sounded rather familiar to Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer and Paramore's Misery Business. In the end, Rodrigo ended up giving songwriting rights to both Swift and Williams. Although there are complicated twists and turns in interpolation, art should still be expressed freely even if it means incorporating others into your work. There is nothing wrong with the collaboration and inspiration from others, especially when their work is great. It can be your stepping stone, your foundation in creating your own masterpiece. In order to do this in a clean and ethical way, permissions and negotiations should be in place. With these two in hand, it's a win-win situation. The artist is able to express their unique way of creating art, and their inspiration is able to get the credit and homage that they very much deserve. In the end, I am just a voice guiding you into your own creative madness. Your art, your music, your chaos. Let Do You Get Deja Vu guide you. My name is Zarna, signing off.